The ancient Egyptians were a civilization that developed along the Nile River in northeastern Africa around 5,000 years ago. They are famous for their rich culture and history, including the construction of the pyramids and the Sphinx, their writing system we call hieroglyphics, their religion, and their arts and sciences. Religion played a central role in ancient Egyptian society, and their beliefs about life after death were an important aspect of their religion. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul of a person consisted of several parts, including the Ka, which we know as the life force, and the Ba, that we know as the personality, and the Ka, which is the name. They believed that the body and soul had to be preserved to ensure a happy afterlife. The process of mummification was designed to preserve the body, and tombs and temples were built to house the mummified bodies and the offerings that were believed to be necessary for the deceased's journey into the afterlife. The offerings included food, drink, furniture, jewelry, and other objects that would provide for the person's needs in the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians also believed in a number of gods and goddesses who governed the natural world and controlled the forces of life and death. The pharaoh was considered to be a god on earth and was responsible for maintaining Ma'at, which is the ancient Egyptian concept of balance, truth, and justice in the world. The afterlife was seen as a continuation of life on earth, and the dead were believed to be able to interact with the living through dreams and visits to the tomb. The deceased were also believed to be judged in the afterlife by the god Osiris, who would weigh their heart against the feather of Ma'at to determine their worthiness to enter the afterlife. These beliefs about the afterlife and the importance of preserving the body and soul had a profound impact on ancient Egyptian culture, shaping their art, architecture, and daily life. The legacy of ancient Egyptian religion continues to influence the world today, particularly in the fields of Egyptology and comparative religion. The fascination with ancient Egypt can be attributed to several factors, including the mystery surrounding the pyramids. There are many theories and speculation. The most widely accepted theory for how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids is that they used ramps to transport the massive stone blocks to the construction site. This theory suggests that the workers would have used a combination of sledges, rollers, and ramps to move the stones up the ramp and into place. The ramps would have been built alongside the pyramid as it was constructed, and would have gradually been increased in size and angle as the pyramid grew taller. Another theory is that they used a system of counterweights to lift the stone blocks into place, although this theory is not as widely accepted as the ramp theory. Regardless of the specific methods used, it is agreed upon by historians and archaeologists that the construction of the pyramids required a massive amount of organization, manpower, and resources, and represents a remarkable achievement in human history. The ancient Egyptian civilization eventually declined and was conquered by a series of foreign powers, leading to the end of the Pharaonic era. The exact reasons for the decline of ancient Egypt are complex and multifaceted, but several factors can be identified. One factor was economic instability and the strain on resources caused by foreign invasions and internal civil wars. Additionally, the centralized power of the pharaohs weakened over time, leading to a fragmented society and a loss of control over the territories they had once ruled. Another factor was environmental changes, such as declining water levels in the Nile and soil degradation, which made it more difficult to sustain the agricultural system that was the basis of their economy. Finally, outside forces also played a role in the decline of ancient Egypt. The Persians conquered Egypt in 525 BC, and the country was ruled by a series of foreign powers, including the Greeks and the Romans, until the arrival of Islam in the 7th century AD. While the ancient Egyptian civilization eventually declined, its cultural and religious influence has had a lasting impact on the world and continues to be studied and celebrated to this day. Today, there are still many aspects of ancient Egyptian society and culture that continue to intrigue and puzzle researchers and the general public. While we have a general understanding of how the pyramids may have been built, the exact purpose and function of these structures remains a mystery. Some theories suggest they were used as tombs for pharaohs and their consorts, while others propose they served as astronomical observatories or religious structures. Also, despite significant progress in decoding Egyptian hieroglyphics, much of the meaning and context of these symbols remains unclear. We know that the ancient Egyptians were skilled in a variety of technologies, including metalworking, shipbuilding, and mummification. However, the specific methods and techniques they used to achieve their impressive feats are still not well understood. We also understand that ancient Egypt had contact and traded with many other civilizations, including the Greeks, Persians, and Nubians. The extent and nature of these interactions and the influence they had on each other is still being explored and debated today. Despite these remaining mysteries, the study of ancient Egypt continues to shed light on this fascinating civilization and deepen our understanding of the ancient world. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.